You're going to
Okay,
video
good.
it. This
Okay,
can be
great.
easier for me.
Cool. So the first thing you're going to look at for Facebook and social media is if they have a big followership. I'd say a nice number is like 5,000 or more.
Okay.
That means they work on their own personal brand and they understand how to grow that part of it.
Okay.
Because anybody below 1,000, you can just kind of do that
Okay.
and just get 700,
Okay.
no problem. Now with writing blogs, any of the other stuff, you guys have to decide what's the most important thing for you because you're going to get people with different levels of experience.
Got it.
And if they're good at, for example, writing blogs and they have a blog that's very popular, they can kind of figure out the rest because they're all related. They're all kind of interrelated, right?
I'd say that's probably the least important to me.
If it's Facebook and Instagram, then yeah, you just look at their followership, and you also got to see if people are interacting with them. They didn't just kind of buy
Right.
buy
That's
that list.
actually, I would say almost engagement is more
Yeah,
important to
engagement's-
me than followers.
But there's got to be a minimum threshold for followers. If they've got a couple thousand, then I think that's fine. Then you look at their posts and see what kind of engagement they get, and they're good. If they have some people are just YouTube and they're very good at videos. Those guys are probably pretty good people to know because if they're good at YouTube, in general, they'll know how to work the other stuff.
Oh,
Facebook,
interesting.
Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
YouTube's a little bit harder.
Maybe I should
work.
post a little picture of me, a little video of me talking about the ad.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Because people who do YouTube videos, they take a lot of pride in, like, especially if they daily vlog, that's a lot of work.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so they understand, like, how to use a camera and stuff like that.
So I have a question. For somebody with that level of expertise and that number of followers, am I offering a reasonable rate? I mean, I was almost
you
thinking.
may want to leave the rate out, but you may find.
Yeah,
a
but you
kid-
know what? I mean, I
Yeah.
find that offering the rate is important.
Okay.
I mean, does
That's
that
fine.
seem low?
25 an hour. What is that?
I mean,
translate to?
you and I live in a very expensive
Yeah.
market.
It might be a little low, but you might find a kid who just happens to be really good at social media. But if they're very good at social media and YouTube, they're already making money on their own with ads and stuff like that. So, but this could be like an additional source of
Okay.
revenue for them.
Okay.
You may get somebody who's an expert at social media, and part of their time they work with you guys, right?
That's kind of
that
what I'm
might be
thinking.
that might be better.
Would somebody like that be here?
There was a guy that I talked to. He runs his own blog, but for sure that's his main business. He's not going to want to do anything else. You're going to want.
think
I
that
think you're going to
there's-
want to look for a younger, a younger kid, like early 20s, like even
Yeah.
in their teens, that just like love social media. They have to be very, very passionate about it.
But if you find somebody like that, do you think I'm concerned that they will not be disciplined enough?
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, you just gotta, this is a whole different topic, right? Like, for example,
Well-
you have to figure out on your list of key competencies, like culturally, how is this person going to fit? Because you may have a kid who's 18 but is very structured
That's
and
true.
reliable.
That's
right.
true.
So that's a whole different list from this, right? You're going to have your own list saying, okay, how will it fit in with our company culturally, right? What's the top things we're looking for? Like, are we looking for somebody who's reliable? Is that number one? So when you do the interview, that should be part of the interview process. Like, okay, prove to me that you're a reliable
Okay,
person, or
okay.
prove to me that, I don't know what the topic is.
That's really good.
You and your partner should sit down and say, okay, if you want key competencies or just like personality traits
Yeah.
that would match us.
Yeah.
Like, are they reliable? Are they great communicators? Are they this?
Right,
Are they that?
right.
Make that list down. Maybe pick the top 5 that are very,
Right.
very important for you.
Right.
And that should be part of the interview process.
Okay.
Right. And that's different from the skill set of social media and stuff like that. That's a cultural. Are we going to fit together and work together? And that's something you guys.
That would seem almost more important.
It is. Right. If they fit with you culturally, and they've got a real willingness to learn, and they're decent at 1 or 2 or 3 of these things, then you can figure out, okay, we can work on it together, or you can do the research, and we can
Okay.
kind of grow together in the business. So, and that's where same comes for us. Culturally, that's actually more important because we've gotten people who are, on paper look amazing, but when they got to the office, all of a sudden, it doesn't work because they just don't fit with us culturally. And
Interesting.
we'd rather have somebody who's like a great fit culturally and doesn't tick all the boxes here. We can work on all that other stuff, especially for us. Like if someone's coachable, willing to learn, great attitude, things like that.
Do you have a trainer?
I train
You train.
in the beginning, but we have teams now who train within the department.
I guess I'm wondering, are these kind of skills, if I find somebody that has those core competencies that we're talking about, but maybe not those, is there, like, can you outsource the training?
There's so much.
I mean, I know, like,
out
there's
there.
Katie Lance webinars, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're almost more designed to get people excited than actually execute. Do you know what I mean?
That would probably take a little research on your end. There are so many social media marketers out there, people who do blogs and stuff, or books. I would probably start there.
Okay.
But let's, you're gonna have to, just put it
Making
out
this
there.
sound harder than I
Yeah.
thought it would be.
I mean, you could get somebody that walks into your office tomorrow and it's a perfect fit, but
I know.
you don't know. You don't know right until you try. And once you start seeing the candidate, the quality of candidate. I mean, I've literally, for a job ad for the sales guys, when I put the rate there, it's like, are you kidding me? Like literally, put bad words into the response of my email. I was like, you didn't even need to do that. But you'll find out. Then you start, figuring out, okay, maybe we're paying too little, or maybe we're asking too much, and you kind of make the adjustments.
Okay.